Broadcasting live from 105.5 FM CHRY studios in the T.O. You're tuned into the Soul Suite.
SoulSuite1055 CHRY FM dial. It's your man DJ O. In case you didn't know, I'm sitting down with two lovely ladies.
Lala. Miss Jully Black.
And none other than Miss Jully Black. Long awaited, most anticipated interview that I've had of my career. So I'll just say that right up.
No, nice.
This is for real.
For real,
like, for real. He's been, since I started maybe, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
O's been talking about getting Jully Black.
No.
You gotta put it on the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
No, that's
wow.
And people try to
You
blow
should
me
have
up.
just dropped me a tweet.
I should have. I should have.
Social media works. That's true.
I heard you're real hospitable like that. My people told me, they're like, "Oh, she followed me on Instagram.
Yeah.
You gotta get a picture. Take a picture of me and then take a picture with her."
Right.
I'm just like,
Do you want to do Photoshop?
yeah, I'll try my best.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm humbled. Thank you.
Oh, no worries. And thank you for coming through.
Yeah.
It's been long awaited, as I just said a few moments ago. You've had a huge body of work, which we just went into before the commercial break, and we didn't even touch the surface. Like, that's just like, I just touched it on the hip hop side of things because that's when we were first introduced to you.
Yeah.
Let's start with that genesis.
Yeah.
You're from Finch. You're a Finch gal. You represent that almost every time we have a mic in front of you.
Absolutely, Jane and Finch Jully. That's you know what I mean, and it's amazing to be able to represent a community positively.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
It's like the people make the community, right? Not the intersection, not the the street label, none of that stuff. The people do. So it's incredible. I'm very proud, extremely proud.
Awesome. And being that you're from Jane and Finch, you always represent that. You've come a long way.
Thank you.
From Jane and Finch.
Definitely come a long way. I don't know if you remember this, but I'm going to take it back.
Oh gosh.
To this right here, York University.
Yes.
Berry Hall. This would have been maybe 1997, 98.
Oh, God.
Do That Dancers. We did a shoot, and Joel Gordon was on roller skates. We were running up and down the steps. You guys were doing like a promo video?
Oh, my
So I was one of the videographers.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, that was
I took it back.
Wow. Because we used to actually, because we didn't have, first of all, money to rent the space.
Right.
So we would just practice in the hallway.
Yes.
Literally in the hallway. So, shout out to Do That. That was Luther Brown. Mark.
So that's where I saw your beginnings. So it's back to Do That days. Dancing, so you were like a phenomenal dancer back then.
Oh, really? I didn't think so, girl. I did not.
And then
think
you were leading you always had that leadership role, like you were, you know what I mean? had the girls and guys, and you just I was just like, yo, she's a queen.
You make me blush off for real. That was Luther. Like Luther was my You remember in elementary school you had like what was it called? Learning partners. I don't know if I'm showing my age, but he's in grade 6 and I was in grade 3, and that's in Topcliffe Public School. So that's when we met.
Wow.
From back then. And he lived at 1825 Finch and I live at 20 Yellowstone Street. So we'd hop the fence to like play, like them type of things, right?
Right.
And then fast forward to Do That and working at Driftwood Center, being a part of Driftwood Center at 13 years old and then becoming a teen leader and then a leader and then, graduating from Seneca, bringing my homework to Driftwood Center, opening up the gyms, like, here's the balls, then I have to do homework, just play, run ball, run ball.
Yeah.
But all of that provided an opportunity for us to like just groom our craft and do drama and dance, etc. And so it's really cool, like to go back to think about it. Wow, that's digging in the crates.
Digging in the crates.
Yeah.
And you spoke about the Driftwood Community Center and being a leader in that. You actually have inspired a lot of people in the community, a lot of people in the industry that have come up and want to be into hip hop now. Like a lot of people come, oh yeah, she was my counselor, or she was whatever at the gym. So that's I know that your legacy continues.
Thank you.
And going even forward into 2013, you still keep that sense of community and doing something positive with the you re-released
Living in the Ghetto.
One of my favorite jams, Living in the Ghetto. And you put visuals
last
to it.
year, and actually Melanie, she shot it. We were I was doing a talk for AIDS survivors, and I was on my way down, and when the spirit leads you, the spirit leads you. There was so much going on in America with police brutality, etc. And so still is, yeah, absolutely. And what's interesting about being in Canada is I always feel like we're spectators,
right?
And so similarly, when Obama, he was running for office, I felt like I was sitting there, was watching CNN whole day, CNN,
yeah,
can't drop a vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So same thing happened with what was happening in Ferguson, and I messaged Melanie. I'm like, we need to just shoot something. And she's like, really? Like what? Type thing. My ideas. And we were in the dressing room, and it was like a church. It's our UFT campus, this church, and there was spirit in there. Like when I say tangible spirit in there, like okay, let's just. We had it on I actually think it was a phone. No, it was like a jam box thing for playback. And just call it Judge. Yeah.
And actually the visuals, if you look at, like I was watching it a couple of days ago, and it almost looked like you were in a courtroom. And like the like you're part of the jury or something, which was great. Yeah, so the visuals are very, very strong.
Thank you.
Actually, I want to ask you. There's a quote at the end of it that said, "Let me just find it quickly." We must rise above in solidarity and peace, for love has won more wars than violence ever could. Could you just elaborate on that a little bit?
That's Melanie's.
Oh, that's Melanie. Okay,
that's Melanie's quote right
we'll
there.
We'll have to have a discussion afterwards.
Yeah,
I just want to say, it was a great video.
Yeah, I mean, that song was written and recorded 2002, maybe 2001. Okay. Shout out to Socrates and Solitaire on that. All three of us collaborated on that song, and so just behind every fortune there's a crime. Like there's so much lyrics, and so for Melanie to add just to really finish it off, I think it's just incredible.
Yeah, incredible. And like 52,000 views on YouTube.
Oh yeah, did we get up to that? Yeah. I don't watch stats, to be totally honest. Like Instagram had me starting to watch stats, and like it was starting to affect my self-esteem. I'm like, how come I'm getting 49 likes? But if I show a little hint of my body curve, then I'm seeing 500 likes. Like what's going on? We were talking about that just yesterday. Like when you're promoting positivity, people are starting to hit the like a little more now, a little more. But I'm telling you, if I show it, I want to.
The thirst is real.
The thirst is real. Boy.
Thirst trap. Now we're talking about that song, and you had that collaboration with Solitaire and Socrates. Now,
and Agile. Shout out to Agile. Yes, on the track. Yes,
killer. And now you've been part of those names for quite some time.
Yeah.
When I was just going through the discography, I was like, Socrates. Okay, Socrates again. Oh, Cardinal again.
Yeah.
Like the Circle. Let's talk about the Circle, how important they are to you, and are you still connected to them now in your music?
Yeah, wow. I'm so happy you asked that question, because there's one thing that it was dawned on me just this week as we released Fever, and just thinking about like this whole movement, is that it's not that it hasn't, since the Circle, we haven't seen, I don't believe anyway, a click like that. You know what I mean? So there's the OVO click, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But what I miss about the clicks, like the Flip Mode Squad and the different types of, what I mean, is that pretty much everybody had some sort of thing to bring to the potluck.
Yes.
Right.
You know what
Agreed.
I mean? And so the Circle, like, you had to come with the talent or step off.
Yeah.
Right. And it was really, a lot of it was writing on the spot. There was trial by fire, And I was just last night I was just with Cardi in the studio. He's finishing his album, and it was just nice to be there as a sister and to see, Jordan singing, and just various people in the business that's like, hey, we got to come together, even if it is just to bring energy to the room.
Right.
Because that's what I think happens even in country music. I'm hearing in Nashville, you just step into the room and you're part of the inspiration.
Yes.
And that's what's missing. So the Circle, I wouldn't be here without the Circle. Like, absolutely. 1994. This is our 21st year anniversary. I really hope we put something together.
21 years.
21 years. 1994. I was just came off of my Sony deal. I was a teenager. Came back like rough and tough. Like I'm, Tim Dog, Bronx Zoo. I don't know if you know that part of my story. I was signed to Columbia with Tim Dog, Compton, and
okay.
Yeah, there's a whole.
That I didn't know.
Jully Black, Tim Dog.
Yeah. Oh yeah, one day I should come and just really tell you the soul.
Wow.
The sweetest stories from my soul, because some of the things that happened to me at 15 and 16, like just what I experienced, like in the Bronx with Tim Dog, like he was up against Snoop and them.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it was like, are you allowed to cuss on this station?
No.
Okay, it was basically like
F Compton.
Yeah, it was B with a perm. You remember that song?
Yeah.
With a perm.
Yeah.
I don't give about it with a perm.
Yeah. Right.
Really? That was his song.
Wow.
Yeah,
big old record deal.
Tim Dog.
Tim Dog.
You know what I mean?
No shorts with him. He just tells it as it is.
Yeah, but hold on, hear the joke though. Why'd I see him on 2020 though?
Yes, he had
a fraud thing.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
he's alive, or did he?
No, that was a hoax. He's alive. I think he was trying to do a hide off thing.
Yeah. So
I love it.
I experienced this.
I love it. We
signed the contract. My mom was very, very, very rough back then. We got the contract, and she read it. I'm like, okay, mom, we have to get a lawyer. She said, no, I'll just kill him.
Okay.
That was it. She called him. Said, if you do anything to my daughter, I'll kill you. Okay. Done.
And that worked.
And it worked.
She's
a Christian now. She found Jesus. Jesus found her. Trust me. Yeah. So that my foundation is very important to me. Mm-hmm. Very, very, very important. So as far as it relates to my career now what really had to happen for me was to spread my wings, because I wanted to. It was strategic for me to be the voice of the 8 bars, because there wasn't radio for R&B. There was no platforms, etc. Mm-hmm. So that was strategic, and then I had to spread my wings and just like write more than 8 bars and work with other people and just grow.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely gotta shout out the foundation. 21 years. So
21
I'm gonna put this out in the universe. Maybe you guys should do some sort of like a 25-year compilation, something.
Right. I mean, you know what? Maybe we just should do it for the 21st year and call it John.
Yeah, why wait?
You know what I mean? Just call it like, I don't know, drinking age or something. Like U.S. drinking age. Legal. No, but please do put that in the universe. We almost had a deal with Sony as a collective, and that's where, again, not being mature, not having the right guidance and leadership, the deal didn't happen. But we've all individually obtained success.
Yes.
And we're all brother and sister. Like I'm Julianne, Jason, Cardi's Jason.
Yeah.
Actually he calls me Gordy. That type of things.
So let's talk about the music now. It's 2015.
Yes.
You've come out with several projects.
Yeah.
We had Dropping Weight that kind of left us for a minute. We got excited, and then we had a little bit of hiatus, but now you got some new music.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Fever.
Oh my goodness, Fever.
I'm seeing Instagram where mans them are like vibing on some Fever.
Yo, some hardback man, right?
Yeah.
I was excited about that.
No, you have to be.
And I'm excited about the 49 likes, even though
straight up.
You could have gave him a 400, but still.
Yeah.
Super excited about Fever. Excited about this project. It took 80 songs to get to Fever.
Wow.
And yeah, roughly, maybe about 77, just round off things. Okay. It was produced by young Pete Alexander out of Atlanta, and really he's been back and forth from Toronto to here. He's my drummer too, and my musical director. So if you see him on the drums, he's the one that produces all my songs. Has for the past since the Black Book actually.
Right. Wow.
And so it wasn't deliberate as far as Dropping Weight coming and like strategically, and that was basically I had to unload the weight. That was the concept. Like I
love the concept.
A whole heap of songs. Like whoa, drop them off, right? But I'm so excited about this record. Like when I say excited, I enjoy singing every song, and it was very important because I've made so many records, and it'd be like, okay, don't put that one out, but you can put that one out. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, no, the next time I put out a record, I got to be able to just sit back and say, hey, anyone could pick. Blind, deaf, dumb, stupid. Yeah. Pick your single and put it out.
And that's what you can do as a CEO, JBE Inc., right?
Hey.
So, got to throw that out there. You're a boss. You're a boss.
You know what? I'm officially accepting and being proud of the boss role. Yeah. I am unapologetically a boss. Owning my masters and being involved in every aspect of my career. So it's a little more work, but it's that much more gratifying.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
What I want to do is get into Fever so the people that can hear the good vibes. So
Yes.
that they can Instagram it. If you're not driving, don't do it while you're driving, please. I seen my man.
Well, now they have the selfie
He was in the
stick,
car.
so I know people are probably driving one hand.
Oh
with the selfie
my
stick.
gosh.
Let's not do that, people.
No
Hashtag
selfie.
Fever. If you're listening to this, we're about to play the joint right now. I'll let the boss intro it. Bob.
Woo! This is Fever, produced by Young Pete Alexander, written by Pierre Mador, and it's Your Love's the Only Love I Can't get enough. Like drugs you make me high. Listen to it.
Got that fever. Hope everybody got that fever on the outside, man. Jully Black giving it to you.
Thank you.
You have an amazing show.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Thank you. I need everybody to
Can we
come
talk
to my
about
next
that
show.
for a minute?
Yeah, no, we're gonna definitely talk about the show. Let's start with the fact that you're not out there just with your dad, like
Oh my goodness.
or CD or
right.
whatever it is. Like you come out there with squad,
Full
like you're
live
band out
band.
music,
Yeah.
musicality at its finest. Why is that so important to you?
Because that's how the greats did it, you know?
Right.
If you want to be
Right.
great, you do like the greats and then greater.
Right.
You know, I have to feel it on my skin, and that's real music. You know, we've been able to infuse technology, because if I were to bring when I bring the entire squad, it's like 4 string players, 4 horn players, 4 backup. It's gonna be like, whoo, you know. But for now, we'll use the technology. 1-2 Ableton Live.
yeah.
Bring in, you know what I mean? Bring in
Travel
light, right? So, but it's important. Like it's a spiritual experience. Music found me in the church.
Right.
And you definitely feel that, because that's the energy you give off. Like when you're on stage, you just command the audience. You just take over the stage. You're just amazing on stage.
No, thank
one of
you,
the
man.
best live performances in this city, like Toronto artists.
Thank you.
And I think that also comes from part of that's part of that collective that you guys were a part of with Cardinal. Like his live show is phenomenal, and he's in hip hop, which is traditionally just I'm gonna stand here and rap. But no,
Right.
Cardi, like he constructs a show.
Yeah.
Now going to speak to you about your show, and before we get into how fit you are for your show.
Yes.
Which
Lord.
I know a lot of people need some tips and secrets. Myself, after Saturday, I went home and I was just like, yo, I gotta start throwing out junk food out the fridge.
The
I'm just
Jully
like,
Black regimen.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, guys, I love ketchup chips same way. Don't get it twisted. Somebody said you aren't what you eat what you are. So, I've taken the opportunity to really check on my spirit, my emotions, what's really leading me to eat certain things. It's really all emotional, especially as a woman, hormonal, etc.
Yes,
but
yes.
I'm a musical athlete. I'm a vocal athlete.
Right.
So
That is your instrument.
Right, that's my instrument. So you don't see Michael Jordan just chilling out eating a roti every day, and maybe he does, but truth is I know that a couple years ago I had a vocal hemorrhage, and so my voice was threatened for 3 months. I'll show you the video after. It kind of looks
scary.
like another part of your body, but it's actually my vocal cords. Anyway, it was really scary. For 15 minutes, I could only speak for 15 minutes a day for 3 months. So there was times where 2 days would go by, I'd rack up the 30 minutes so I could have like a 30-minute conversation.
Wow.
And that was the first time one of the first times. Cuba was the second time actually. So I will say that's the first time I really started to hear God audibly. It was just me and him in my head, in my spirit, like, wow. I was really under attack, and I could have lost my voice forever. My gift, my ministry,
Right.
And so that was the beginning. And so as I was there, and I had to research what foods affect my vocal cords, and sleep and exercise and stuff. So
It's gotta be nerve wracking.
oh
My
yeah,
gosh.
oh yeah.
I had my headphones up too loud, and I was like, "What am I doing?" That's
your
money.
livelihood
That's
right
my
there.
money.
Oh yeah, you're hearing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had my headphones up too loud. I'm just like, I gotta
real.
turn this down.
Yeah. So yeah.
Crazy. And you got more to your regimen. I went through your. You had an interview where somebody asked you what your typical day was like. Inspired. We're gonna talk about what a typical day for Jully Black is like after the commercial break. You don't want to go anywhere. We're still sitting down talking with the queen of R&B, Miss Jully Black,
Thank
right here
you.
on the Soul Suite 1055.
The Soul Suite. The Soul Suite.
Having some jokes inside the studio today.
Yes.
Shouts out to Corey Dees. We were just talking about you.
Corey Dees, I miss you. You're so funny.
Road stories that we won't be able to share on air.
Right. Oh my gosh. I'm dying laughing. Ooh, okay. It's crazy, the memory. What the memory could do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
So, the memory is great. And we're creating new memories now. 2015. Sorry, I'm fast forwarding already.
It's okay, because that's when the big money pot is showing up. All this work.
Now, we're talking about your live show right before the break. And during... you were here for Fantastic Voyage. You had mentioned something about the live show. I'm not sure, can't remember if it was on air or off air, but we're talking about how representation's a little bit different. You kind of need to have we need to have a mission statement. We need to re-engage the community. Let's talk about
please,
why we see, or why do you think we see such a disparity in our live shows? When you go to do a show, I'm not gonna see Blaze One and the rest of the hip hop heads there. I'm not going to see Lala and the rest of the Soul Suite heads typically there. I'm going to see a lot of the corporate Canada that's at your show.
And their kids and grandkids.
And their grandkids, right.
And a lot of just every non-black person. Asian, Indian, Southeast Asian.
Did we forget about real music? Do you think we're just on the turn up too much? Why do you think that is?
Okay, so I really do think that as a community, we're more prepared to boast and brag than to support out the gate. So when this busts internationally, then it'll be like, yeah, that's our girl, my girl, my girl, my girl.
Yo, Finch.
And I experienced it even beyond internationally. I experienced it with 7 Day Fool. I experienced it being on E-Talk, with being on Canadian Idol.
Right.
So there was an influx, like, oh yeah, she's ours, woo, and then it's like fizzle, So it's my personal mission to invite the community back into my life. Please come on in. It's like, it's very important. It's needed. It's necessary. It's my fuel, in fact. So even though the music is for everybody, my foundation, I'm a born, raised black, first generation Canadian, Jamaican descendant. So,
which our community can definitely relate to.
Right.
Absolutely.
How many of us are, second, third, fourth generation Canadians?
Right.
Not many of us.
Right, exactly. So it's important. And what's amazing is that my spirit is happy. And so there isn't this energy of anger and, yo, I don't know that, come through. It's not even about that. It's like, you know what? When you're ready, I'm here. Right. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here.
We also talked about some other things about you being a boss. And being that as a boss, we got you. You're also looking forward into key management positions, being a key holder.
Yes. So
we can help change the face of urban music and especially R&B in Canada.
Absolutely.
I find that there's a huge, massive absence, lack thereof, weakness when it comes to R&B music, and I feel that we get onto we have the emotional, we have the emo, soulful music that will do R&B, but like in terms of like we put on a track like this that's bumping in the background where I can feel good to it and bump to it and sing out to it.
Right.
I find that there's an absence of that. Why is it so important for you to involve yourself in these roles, and do you see that as something that's realistic and attainable, or is it just that it's an impossible glass ceiling and we won't break through it?
Oh, it's very realistic and absolutely attainable. We were speaking off air about Dr. King and the rest of them who were in their 30s making moves. You know what I mean? They were young. Young.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Super young. So of course it's important to be key holders, and it's very important to first establish our mastermind group. Like, we have to come together, and you're going to teach me your industry, and you're going to teach me your industry, and we're going to bring it to the potluck. Right. And we're going to share. You know what I mean? There isn't enough labels. I need to own a label. Yes. There isn't enough television programming. Then we need to get programming going on. Like, it's about that time. There aren't enough festivals. Let's create a festival.
Right.
Let's create a conference. Where are the open mics? Even a once a month. Even bi-monthly.
Yeah, right.
Right. So it's time to create and to create and to create. And so that's the position that I'm in. I mean, I looked around. As much as I've had music released internationally, Canada made me.
And you stay true to Canada.
Absolutely. Because and I'll be very transparent. It was very important for me to be able to actually if I leave, come back and be welcomed.
Right.
Especially as an urban artist, as an R&B singer, there's too many of us having to change genres. Now, okay, I might as well be a dance singer because dance is keeping me in the gay clubs. Yeah. That's what it is. You know, it's paying my mortgage. Nah. You know, there's too many people that have had international acclaim and maybe 3 people showing up to a mod club. Nah, I'm not allowing that to happen to me or to the next generation. I need to be able to do what I can for CHRY Wisdom, Savannah Ray, Leela Day, the rest of them, all of them. Like, no one did it for me. Right. Nobody. Love you, Deborah Cox, but you never opened no door for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the truth is, you know, I have this whole list on the weekend because I be doing my 1-2 research. You know what I mean? That's the Seneca law student. I went online. I saw a name, Jackie Shane. I don't even know who that is.
No.
Old school from the 70s. Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers. 70s. Black R&B. Crack of Dawn. Jackie Richardson, Liberty Silver, Rupert Gale, Billy Newton Davis, Bassist Bass, Carlos Morgan, Wade Brown, Love and Sass. Like, I have a whole list.
All from
I have a whole list.
Yeah.
This is my folder, brethren.
She's
Of
scrolling
R&B
right now.
singers. Camille Douglas, rest in peace. Danash Bennett, LaToya and Miranda, Kirsten Farcoley, Divine Brown, Melanie Durant, Keisha Shante, Krisha Turner, Kelly Lee Evans, Toya Alexis.
And they said there was no R&B in Canada. Like,
right, Macaulay Brothers, Glenn Lewis, In Essence, Ray Robinson, Carl Henry, Drew, Gary Beals, Jordan, Untitled, The Weeknd. Like, I could go on.
Yeah.
But there's no more categories in Much Music Awards.
Right, exactly.
And the Junos, we came into play for an R&B award in 1985 when the Junos started in 1970.
Right.
So I'm just taking the time to be researched and just educating myself on what I need to know in order to do what I have to do.
Right, and to make that change.
Yeah.
And that's it too. And it's not just you, but it's the people out there saying that there's no R&B that exists. Do your research.
Yeah.
And we got to bring that to the forefront, really. Like, the R&B is there. I'm just finding it's not hitting me. I've hip-hop guys will come up to me dime a dozen. I have, like, CDs.
Stack up.
Like, there's been times where, like, you know, I'll put it in, throwing it out the window comes like, okay, this is not good.
Right.
But they believe in themselves that way, and they push it that way. And I just think that there's a different mindset when it comes to R&B artists and hip-hop artists. And we just got to combine those things because we're all on the same platform. They look at us the same way. Hip-hop, R&B is looked at as just like, okay, whatever. Here's your award that we're going to put you on a non-televised day.
Right.
And we'll just put up a little list on the website.
That's it.
And so, like, I definitely want to see that more, and I'm happy that you are acknowledging that and taking the time to say, let me list these people. Even though I'm doing my interview for Jully Black, I got my single coming out, but let me also talk about what we've had going on. That's very important too.
Oh,
so
thank you. Thank you.
We have another thing that we want to do. It's called This or That.
This or That.
So you just got to say the first thing. Is we're going to give you an option between 2 things.
Okay, this is fun.
You want to start?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Empire or Scandal?
Oh, come on! Okay, that. Scandal.
Scandal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Jagged Edge or 112?
Ooh. 112.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trinidad or Barbados?
Trinidad. Vera.
Yeah, you have a Trini accent. Like, you get official.
I can do it. Yes. Shout out to Joanne. Yeah.
Jogging pants or a skirt?
Jogging pants.
Gotta be comfy.
Yeah, jogging pants. Let it just, you don't have to wear panty and things. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real. If you want your jogging pants, you can just... Yeah, man. Sometimes you have to free up yourself. My Dr. Ostroff told me. She's at Oakdale Medical Center. Doctor from still goes since I was 13. I told her she can't retire because I don't have any babies yet. She said, Julianne, you have to make sure you take time to let it air.
Let it air out. God, that's why we love the summertime so much, right? Because we can rock the sundresses
and free
air out time.
Breeze off. Fabrice.
If anybody ever questioned if Jully Black was real, she's
real.
You can definitely hit her up at any point in time, and I'm sure she'll make the effort to get back to you.
Absolutely.
Let them know how they can get at you, because we got a few minutes before we get out of here.
Okay.
Make way for Panlipso. But if they want to connect with you and just say what's up.
Yeah, please. Twitter at Jully Black, Jully. Instagram at Miss Jully Black, MISSJULLY. I should spell the black just in case some people can't spell the black, right? BLACK. And Facebook, the Fosbook, Jully Black, JullyBlack.com.
That's
me.
And y'all give her some likes. What's up with that? She needs more likes.
Yeah, suffering on the likes.
Really? Don't just fast up yourself on her page. Like.
Right. And we did say we were going to talk about it, so let's touch on it real quick.
Yes.
A typical day. Give us your typical day.
Woo, okay, it's devotion. I'm early today. It's time with God until 10 a.m. I get out of bed and I literally hop. And I said, devil, get behind me. So that's the first thing. Running the business, working out, yoga, talk to my mom, talk to my dad. I have a new one because I have a list that says critical to do.
Do you work out every day?
No, I don't work out every day.
It seems like it though.
So bad.
I don't. I maybe work out 3 days a week, but it's intense.
Okay.
Like I wear a heart rate monitor and like a heart rate has to be up to like 185 and stuff. Like go in for like 45 minutes. Okay. Go hard. Typical day. I mean, now it's a little different because I'm like running the business and stuff. And lots of God time. I'm in 31 days of Proverbs. If you want to jump on, we still have half a month left. So there's 31 Proverbs. Jump in and let's talk about it.
There we go. Stay connected with her on the social network. Tip, thank you for coming through.
Thank you.
If you guys want to know some tips on the natural long hair, check out the Instagram too. She puts it out there. That regimen is crazy.
Keeping it healthy.
Like you're disciplined, but she has it all out there, man. She's an open book. Wears her heart on her sleeve.
I do.
Definitely the queen of R&B. We got a present here for you as well to recognize you for that.
Oh, presents.
There we go.
You
brought me some. Oh, sorry. It's upside down.
Oh,
you brought me some
my
vinyl.
gosh,
So we're bringing you some
make
vinyl.
Me cry.
We definitely think that you are a treasure.
Crazy.
And you should be recognized as such because you've been doing it in R&B for quite some time. So congratulations to you. Yeah. Thank you from Soul Suite and the rest of the CHRY 1055.
She's tearing up, y'all.
Oh, you really crying?
Yeah, she's tearing up.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
No, thank you. It means
I think
means a lot
tearing
to me.
up too. This is an emotional moment in the studio.
No, it means a lot.
But man, I got something in my eye. I
mean, that's just to show you how much that we appreciate you and what you've done for Toronto, for Canada, for music. So thank you. And for the community. Because again, as you just spoke and said that you're helping out other artists, not just yourself. So we appreciate that.
Right.
Thank you guys. Oh my gosh.
And
you
we
guys,
don't
clearly a softie from Finch. Not repping right now.
and we gotta celebrate our stars while we have them. And you are definitely one of our stars. Keep shining bright. Come back.
It's so tight. You don't understand what this means to me.
Well, thank you for
especially Juno Week. You know, it means a lot. I mean, yeah. I'll never ever forget you guys. Trust me. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Yay!
Salute. Yeah, round of applause.
Salute the queen.
All right.
This is wicked.
So on behalf of myself, I am DJ O.
I am Lala.
And we got a tearful but happy.
Yes, Miss Jully Black.
We are out till next week.